Here we have a Kenwood KR-4140 stereo receiver. We have speakers off, A, B, A plus B, bass treble, well bass then treble, loudness, tape monitor, FM muting, low filter, high filter, balance, right and left. We have mode, we have stereo, right, left, REV and mix. We have select between phono, FM auto, AM, phono 2 mic auxiliary, and we have the volume control. We have 2 microphone inputs. We have our our tuning knob. We have our tuning signal indicator, like for the signal strength, and we have the backlit dial, which has all brand new lamps, and for the tuning display. I have it tuned into a channel already, but let me turn it up. You can see how, you can hear how clear the knob is. It's a good sounding receiver. Once I turn up the bass increases. Turn up the treble increases. See, it turns off the stereo. Then we have AM.
Telling me that they're going to regulate what car I can drive, what food I can eat, what the temperature of my house will be, how I have to run my business,
You can hear I get a few AM stations with it. Let me go back to FM.
Pick it up, yeah, I like you. I just can't get enough, I gotta drive through.
For a healthy look and feel.
I do not have an antenna actually hooked up to it. We go back to the channel that comes in easy. Then phono, of course nothing's hooked up for phono, so the signal meter goes out when you turn on phono. As you can see, the tuning dial, the actual needle lights up also. I did check the inputs do work. As you can hear, knob's nice and clean, no static. See, it has a small little mark right here, which looks like a little bit of white paint. It may clean off, but I'm not sure. It has a little tiny mark right here. It will be sold as is with all vintage electronics that they sell. Watch this. You see here that there's clean tune, not full of static. It goes from left to right. Here it's not as loud when I do that. Tape monitor, of course, is going to kill the sound because there's no tape deck hooked up. FM muting. Low filter, here it kills a lot of the bass. High filter kills a lot of the treble. turn it around so you can hear it. Or actually so you can see it. I tried to show this with the pictures. If you look right here, it's a little tiny strip on the back corner here that's missing the veneer. I think it looks worse in the camera than what it does in real life, because it's not really that large if you look at it. It's just a thin little line. We have A, B speaker jacks, mono. We have the fuse.
Countdown is on. 99.3.
Solid state AM FM stereo tuner amplifier. AC 110 to 120 volts, 220 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, 120 watt at full power, 300 watt unswitched outlet, and we have a switched 60 watt outlet. We have an FM antenna jack. We have AM antenna jack. This here's ground. We have tape recorder. We have one of these plugs, or we have regular RCA record play. We have phono 1, phono 2, auxiliary. We have normal. This is pre and main terminals. It has a preamp output and a main input. If you take out the screw and remove that little plastic piece here, if you put it over, it'll separate them. And then the only way you can actually run it through a equalizer or something like that, to where all your sound that comes out is going to be through an equalizer. Or you can use it for a pre-tuner, or you could use it as a amplifier also, just by using the inputs. It actually has a foreign plug on it. Let me go ahead and I'm going to unplug it for a second. It has the foreign plug with the weird two prongs on it. It does have a screwdriver head here to where you can actually take it and switch it over to a regular plug. It also comes with the adapter, but that go from the two weird prongs to a standard outlet. But it has seen better days. The plastic is broken on each side, and if you went to go grab it, you could actually probably shock yourself off of it. That's why there's tape on it. I would suggest either buying a new adapter or buying a new plug and switching it out. This was bought overseas from the guy I picked it up from. Told me he bought it overseas when he was in the military, and he brought it back to the United States. I'd like to thank you for looking, and happy bidding.